Welcome to the informal newscast of bilingual investing called Crypto Climate. Jay here with you guys today, presenting the climatic pulse and forecast of the markets during the past week. Also, don't forget that this content should not be considered as any official financial advice, and it's provided for educational purposes only. Guys, if you enjoy this type of informative content, don't forget to subscribe. It's easy, just a click away and you're ready to subscribe. Why would you want to subscribe? And click the notification bell so that you can stay on point and stay tuned for a fresh off the press educational and informative content. Immediately we move on to the crypto fear and greed index, guys, currently at around 27, displaying some fear. Yesterday it was also 27 as well. Last week extreme fear at 25. Going down to the fear and greed index sentiment chart, we do see that we're just still consolidating, guys. We're still above the key 20 level as support, but below the 40 level as that resistance. But you know, today we had a massive pump in the Bitcoin price, which we're gonna get to very briefly. So probably tomorrow's data is going to be, you know, above the current local high of 29, I would suppose, maybe even on our way to that 40, you know, because usually sentiment follows price. So you know, on our next update in a couple of days, we're gonna come revisit this and we'll most likely be above that 29 level, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, we'll definitely have to wait and see. So moving on to Bitcoin's massive pump, today and tomorrow are a big part of this week regarding Bitcoin price action and cryptocurrencies, because you know, we have a couple of fundamental events with the CP, what I call this, well, you know, me and others, you know, out there call the CPI, you know, well, CPI inflation numbers, you know what I mean, to not be too or sound too controversial, but you know, the CPI numbers came out. We're gonna also review those very briefly, you know, and we do, and then tomorrow we have the FOMC meeting, you know, the Fed meeting for the US Fed, you know, so those fundamental events, what do they usually bring? Just volatility into the markets. You know, the trend still hasn't changed, the macro trend. You know, if you zoom on a little bit, we have a local high here of 21,467. You know, if price would pump above that towards that 22,590, then we make a higher high, then you know, we might be discussing a potential shift, you know, in the markets more at a macro level. But if you zoom in, you know, we do still see that actually we have a massive green bullish candle for the day, man. Positive candle, you know. Yesterday in our crypto charts shorts and in our previous videos, we've been talking about, you know, this new resistance line of $17,233 and this uptrending line here. As we can see, we had 1, 2, 3, and 4 you know, major touch points here, and we said something's got to give just yesterday, and it gave. You know, we had this pump towards the upside where we broke the resistance of 17.2k. We've been mentioning in our channel for the past couple of weeks, you know, that $17,619 level was going to be, you can even go check our previous videos, that we were on our way there, and you know, we've touched it with this candle. We do see a massive wick here, so there's a lot of sell pressure, people taking profits, you know, but again, the candle's currently battling that $17,619 resistance level, as we said it would most likely and probably do. So you know, I'm glad to see that play out, you know, and it's just battling right now, trying to get above that level, you know, trying to close above with today's candle. So you know, a little bit more of excitement came back into the markets today. We're gonna have to continue to monitor Bitcoin's price, but you know, we see that the RSI is, you know, upswinging here. The stochastic RSI is still above the key 80 level. So you know, momentum is still towards the upside. We have to wait and see if we have enough juice to get to the next resistance of $18,528, or you know, if we're gonna range, you know, here before eventually turning back around. We'll definitely be here to keep you guys up to date, you know, with our informative crypto climate videos. On a weekly note, we do see that, yeah, last week's candle, you know, we move this to the side, we see that it was technically a red week, but you know, we had the buy wick here on the bottom and the sell wick on the top. You know, when you have about equal space with the wicks, then usually that's just a continuation candle. And as we can see, That's correct. We've continued towards the upside. Again, even on the weekly, that 17,610 continues to be resistance, but we're attempting to pierce through that resistance level with this current weekly candle. It's a big candle, positive, green, bullish at the time. We still have the rest of the week to see, how the candle's going to close. But for now, it's bullish, it's positive. A little bit more volatility and juice coming into the markets. To continue this upswing, as we can see here, just this clear upswing, towards most likely further this resistance, as we can see here. 18.6 is massive, on the weekly. 18.6, 18.8, that's a strong resistance level. And then after that, obviously the 19.5k and 20k area continues to be resistance as well. But we'll take it a step at a time, a week at a time. For now, that's the current situation on the weekly chart. Still bearish, trend hasn't changed, still below the 200-week moving average. And in my opinion, Jay, what's going on with the weekly? We're attempting to make a lower high, at least for now. So we're coming up here, maybe this resistance or this one, and then that would be a lower high on a more macro level, where the trend is still down. We would need a lot of momentum and juice to actually break this downtrend, but if it happens, we're here to cover it, and we'll definitely keep you guys informed. The DXY, man, you guys would know with the new volatility, the fundamental events this week, look at that. The DXY still trading in this small channel here, but tapping that key support of 103.89. We can even see a small buy wick here, with that up pressure just trying to hold. But man, it doesn't look nice. We're just making lower lows and high and lower highs, so the downtrend still continues. If it breaks the 103.88, man, we're expecting that 100 level, man, on the DXY. Will we get there? We have to wait and see, but things are not looking nice towards the end of the year, and we said that in one of our previous crypto climate videos. If we can go to our channel, let's see, we come to videos here. We said that. Which video was it? Let's actually, here, DXY, the start of the show. Great video. If you guys haven't watched it, you can peek in. It's a great video because even though it talks about price action at the time, we actually went in depth, to review the DXY. We showed the weekly chart, the monthly chart, and we called it actually. We said that the monthly, we were noticing things that no one was talking about, and that we expect a reversal, and if we come to the monthly here and you guys can see, look at that massive reversal. If you can see here, we said it, we were up here, we said we're within this channel. This is most likely a key resistance, topping formation, and at least up until now, man, we called it right. It feels great, to use TA, to be on point, and it's played out, guys. It's played out, so you guys can take a peek, to that video if you would like to. There's a lot to learn about the DXY because I don't believe it's done yet, but yeah, we'll continue to monitor, the DXY, the Dixie, the dollar index for you guys in the next couple of days. Guys, don't forget, in the description down below, there's a link where you can find, it's a click away, access to free educational videos, cryptocurrency videos, dozens and dozens of great videos about, the next technological evolution, which is Bitcoin, in my opinion. Great video. Centralization versus decentralization. If you haven't, checked that out. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. What is that, Jay? we discuss it briefly here, but that's more in depth. Top 5 tips for investors. Look at this. Just great NFTs, man, even move to earn. Wow. The benefits of TA, technical analysis, and fundamental analysis. Just so much great educational content, all for free, just a click away in the description down below. Also, don't forget to swing by our Twitter. It's just a click away. You would follow us. Great cryptocurrency content on there, guys. So moving on to the U.S. inflation rate, the CPI numbers. As we can see, it came in at 7.1. We see that the previous, we were currently at 7.7%. The consensus or what people were expecting was 7.3, so we're below that. So usually that's why when things like that happens, you see that pump massive green candle for Bitcoin, and probably for the, traditional assets, gold, silver. Things pump when the DXY goes down. We get fresh inflation prints, and they're below what we expect. Obviously people become more risk on, and that usually affects the market, at least, and the volatility, at least in the short term. We'll see at a more macro level if this gives the market enough juice to actually continue the current short-term uptrend. So yeah, that's the new inflation numbers. As we can see, there's a downtrend here. It's been retracting a little bit, but at a macro level we do see 7% is still high. The Fed and most central banks, their targets usually is 2%. 2% for the Fed to lower the year-over-year inflation, but man, 7%, we're still 5% away, man. And some people get lost and breaking news, it's lower than expected, and inflation is dumping and is going down. That's great. I mean, you can see it is a downtrend. Those are the facts, but at the same time, you can't lose sight of the fact that we're still above 7%. Wow, man, it's still high inflation. These are high inflationary times, and it's going down, but we have to see how long it goes down before either reverses to the upside or if it's more permanent. So we'll definitely keep you guys informed around these dates and the meetings and things of that nature. And then tomorrow we also have what we can say a double whammy, in the sense that we have the Fed meeting, the FOMC, tomorrow, the 14th of December 2022, the meeting date. We do see that consensus is expecting an 80% 50 basis point rate hike, and a 20% of just a 75 percent rate hike. So 50 point rate hike is more expected. We have the 80%, and then the 75 point rate hike, it's here. So we'll see. We're all expecting 50 and even more now after inflation numbers are lower than expected. So that's where it's at right now. And we'll definitely keep you guys informed around these meetings, just because these fundamental events, at least in the short term, they create volatility, but also at a more macro level, it dictates the macro economy, and that also can definitely affect risk on assets. People just going risk off, and things of that nature. So yeah, again, let's then analyze what impact has inflation, new numbers, the Fed watch tool we have here, talking about the tomorrow's meeting, things of that nature. What has happened to the actual Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices? Well, we immediately start off with Bitcoin, BTC, the king, currently at around $17,769, up 4.43%. Number 2, Ethereum at $1,325, up 5.58%. Number 3, BNB, currently at $274, down 4.86%. With the FUD, a lot of people removing their coins even off BNB. It's crazy. Just a lot of panic and fear with regards to centralized exchanges, and just the distrust that people are having with centralized platforms after the FTX scandal. And that's why we made the videos of centralization versus decentralization, and cryptocurrency has been broken, talking about the trust and the FTX scandal. So you can definitely check those out if you haven't done so already. But number 4, XRP, the scam, currently at around 39 cents, up 0.53%. And then we have the Dogecoin, the dog coin, currently at around 9 cents, down 7.98% for the week. So we also have the top 5 best performing assets in this current cryptocurrency environment for the last 7 days. We immediately start off with Toncoin at $2.30, up 27.63%. Number 2, Stacks, currently at around 0.29 cents, about 30 cents, up 15.44%. Then number 3, we have Bitcoin SV, another scam, currently at 47.28, up 13.63%. Number 4, GMX, currently at $58, up 13.37%. And then number 5, a centralized exchange, ironically, OKB at $22.84, up 7.79%. The top 5 worst performing assets. Wow, a stable coin in the last week. Look at that, Neutrino USD. These bear markets, Look at this, guys. In a bear market, we see stable coins that are supposed to be worth $1 at all times just depeg like crazy. Imagine if that happens to USDT, to Tether, you know, and to USDC or BUSD, all these major stable coins. Imagine you're saving your funds, you know, on centralized exchanges and stable coins, and these things depeg, you know, like massively, like what happened to USD. And the one from Terra, the Terra USD stable coin that they had, it's not worth like pennies. Imagine, man, it's a dangerous environment in that sense, where you're not even safe in stable coins. Down 20.25% a stable coin, man. Oh man, it's just, I'm having fun with this, guys. I hope you guys, I mean, because again, me and probably you don't own this one, man. If it would happen to Tether or BUSD or USDC, I wouldn't be laughing like this, because it ain't fun. But you know, it's a bear market, you know, we live and we learn, and you know, we move on. So Axie Infinity AXS number 2 at $7.64, down 15.78%. Number 3, the restaurant coin Chili's, man, is getting bashed right now at 13.57% towards the downside, currently at around 13.914 cents. And number 4, Flow, the flow of things, currently at 95 cents, down 13.10%. And number 5, we have Chain XCN at around 3 cents, 3.4 pennies, down 11.42%. Guys, if you enjoy this type of educational or more informative content, make sure you guys like this video. We would gladly appreciate it. If you haven't subbed already, what are you waiting for? Look at this amazing cryptocurrency content just clicks away. You can subscribe right here easily. Click the notification bell to stay tuned of our fresh off the press informative crypto climate videos. We also have a link this in the description down below, a link to our website where you can find great investment tools and resources for you guys. If you waited until this point of the video, thank you so much for your support, for the watch hours. I really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm if you like the video. Thank you so much. I love my community. Again, guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. Hope you guys have a good one.